It's a place where you're used to celebrating your first win coming here 18 years ago. Does it still feel special coming back to Hungary?
Yeah, it does. It does. It's a track that I love. Driving around here, and of course a lot of good memories from 2003, but also the pole position in 2009. The last podium, I think it was here in 14 for me. So, I like the place, and I celebrate many birthdays here because it's always normally the last race before summer break at the end of July. So Hungary, it means birthday as well for me.
That first win, 03, the championship successes in 05, 06, it was really about creating something, about building it. Do you have that same feeling here with Alpine right now, that it's the start of something special?
We are working on the future. We understand that the new regulations can offer a good opportunity for the teams that they are a little bit behind schedule at the moment on how competitive we are on the weekends. There is the cost cap, which will maybe have more effect on some of the big teams than our team. So, we are reasonable confidence that we can be we can build something for the future, and become a contender for the championship in the future for Alpine.
Is it a benefit that this year hasn't been easy, that you've actually had difficulties, you've had to overcome them and learn together?
Yeah, I think so. I think the first couple of races were a good learning curve for the team, for myself, to readapt a little bit to the sport, understand the tires again from zero. And I'm still learning every weekend, even if now the results are a little bit better, still many things that every weekend we tick one box, again, and about tire management, about the strategy. There are things like wet practice. We only had a couple of laps on Imola on race day, and that's all. So I still miss a lot of information about the extreme wet, about the inters, and I would love to have one practice, but it's still not raining on Fridays, and there's still some threats for Sunday. So next time that I drive on wet, maybe it's again on a race, but we will try to overcome all these things. But it is an interesting season in order to prepare ourselves better for the future.
How much have you had to learn or relearn this year, coming in, having taken time out, raced IndyCar, done the Dakar, very, very different disciplines to what today's Formula One is?
I don't know, everything came more natural here on F1 because, my memory of driving was all about Formula One. So my adaptation was a little bit more difficult in other categories, for sure. But at the same time, Formula One is so extreme that you need to execute everything to perfection. Not only the steering inputs, also the braking points, also the starts, procedures, the pit stops, the restarts. There are many things on a Formula One weekend that you need to nail it, and it takes time for sure.
With the exception of having a reliable car now, what's the biggest difference between when you left Formula One and coming back this year with Alpine?
No big difference. I think the same people are still fighting for the championships, to be honest. The same domination from Mercedes and Red Bull. Some young talents came in Formula One, but there were some talents also in 18. Tires are very similar. They changed construction at the front at the beginning of the year and now at the rear, but they are not too different. The regulations are the same, so there are not many changes, but still a very complicated sport. And even if we repeat the weekends like we did in Austria, that we have 2 weekends with 2 exact same races, you see different results, because Formula One, even if it's everything under control, they're still not exact mathematics, and everything changes every weekend. 5 degrees ambient temperature can change the order, can change the setup, can change the way you prepare the races. So there is a constant learning, in Formula One, and is what we are trying to overcome always.
You know what it is to fight for wins, to fight for world championships. When you are in the car now, on your best days, do you feel at the level that you were at then?
I think we try to think that we are always better with time, because you have better knowledge of the things around you, you have more experience, you have a better technical ability as well. So if I think that I raise myself now to myself, 15 years ago, I have no doubt that I will be better now, because I have more control on things now than what I had before. But this is an impossible comparison, and I feel good, I feel sharp, I feel fit. So I'm enjoying myself, but you never know if you are good enough to fight for championship if eventually you have the car for.
And this is it, as a sportsman, where's your limit? And how difficult is it to know if you've hit that and you're trying to get back to it, or if you're still on that upward climb?
I think the limit is difficult to find and to reach. I think you can feel that you are at 99% because you are happy with yourself and executing everything instantly. But the 100% is never reached, because as I said, every weekend you learn something every time you jump in the car. What you feel is when you are at 60%, when you are not confident in the car, when you are making mistakes on the pit stop, when you are making mistakes on the start, when you are front locking here, front locking there, when you are making mistakes, is that or you mentally you are not ready for that weekend, you are not well prepared, or physically you have some pain here or there, or you are not able to train between races. So let's say that you feel when you are not 99, but you never feel when you are 100.
Is that the drug then? That last 1%? Is that what keeps you coming back? That constantly trying to attain the 100% that's just always slightly out of reach?
Yeah, I think it is that way. It's an unlimited search for perfection. That you can never get in Formula One, because next race, the team will change a component of the car that will give you more performance, and you will have to readapt to that performance, and you have to take and maximize that grip available. So what you learn until there, now you are able to brake 5 meters later. So you need to readapt. So it's a fantastic thing.